In this video, we will continue with heights and distances. Now, he's saying that a vertical pole is 12 meter high. So, there is a vertical pole which is 12 meter high. Okay. And the length of its shadow is 12 root 3. So, its shadow will be here, right? 12 root 3. It's slightly longer than the height of the pole. The shadow is slightly longer than the height of the pole. What is the angle of elevation of the sun? So what is the angle of elevation of the sun? Means we have to calculate this angle, right? Okay. Now since opposite and adjacent are given here, we will make use of tan. So we will write tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent, that is 12 upon 12 root 3. This 12 and 12 will go. We are left with tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. Now, for which angle of tan we have 1 by root 3? Tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So, we can write tan theta is equal to tan 30. So, what will we get? We will get rid of this tan and we will be left with theta is equal to 30 degree. Right? So, we have found this angle theta as 30 degree. Now, the next one. He is saying that a kite is flying with a thread 80 meter long. Right? So, let's assume that we have a kite here and there's somebody who is holding the string here and the string is 85 meters long, right? Oh, sorry, 80 meters long. If the thread is assumed stretched, it's a straight and makes an angle of 60 degree with the level ground, with the horizontal, find the height of the kite. How high is the kite from the ground? So, this time we are given this is 90 degree. So, we are given the hypotenuse. So, hypotenuse and the opposite side. So, obviously we will make use of sine ratio, sine t ratio. So, we will write sine 60 is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, that is h upon 80. So, sine 60 we know as root 3 by 2 is equal to h by 80. Cross multiply, we will get 80 root 3 upon 2 is equal to h. 2 40s are. So now you have got 40 root 3 equal to h. We know the value of root 3 as 1.732 equals to h. So this makes it 69.28 meters. So how much is your h? 69.28 meters. Then there is one more question. He is saying that at a point on a ground level, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is theta. Right? So, this is the tower, this is the top of the tower and this is the point on the level ground. So, he is saying that the angle of elevation is theta. This angle is theta. Right? Such that tan theta is 7 by 12. So, he has given the value of tan theta here as 7 by 12. On walking 64 meters towards the tower. So, if we walk, this is point A, this is point B and this distance is 64 meters. So, when we walk 64 meters towards the tower, right here, the angle of elevation is phi. And then if we look at the top of the tower, the angle of elevation becomes phi. This sign is called phi. It's a Greek letter, right? Where tan phi, and he has also given us the value of tan phi as 3 by 4. Now, he wants us to calculate the height of the tower. Now, this h we have to calculate. Remember, when we move towards the tower, the angles increase, the angle of elevation increases. phi is greater than theta. So as you move away from the tower, the angle of elevation decreases, right? Okay, now let's say that this distance, this is A, B and this is C, and let me call this D. DC is the height of the tower. AB is 64 and let's say that BC is X, right? Now let's take tan theta first. Tan theta, isn't this equal to opposite, which is H, upon adjacent? Now what is my adjacent? 64 plus X, right? Okay. Now I am given the value of tan theta as 7 upon 12. So I will replace this as 7 upon 12 is equal to H upon 64 plus X. Now what will I do? I will cross multiply or keep it as it is. Let me first go here. I have tan phi. Okay, how do I write tan phi? For that, which triangle I have to take? DCB, right? So what is tan phi? Opposite upon adjacent, which is H upon X. I have the value for tan phi as 3 by 4. So I will replace this as 3 by 4 is equal to H upon X. So let me cross multiply. What will I get? I will get 3x is equal to 4h, or the value of h is equal to 4h by 3, right? This is the value of x. So let me call this equation as first equation. Now I have to find the value of h. If I go to this equation and replace the value of x here by this, I will get the entire equation in h. I will be solve it and get the value of h. Let me do that. So I will get 7 by 12 is equal to h upon 64 plus x. I will replace as 4h by 3, right? So further this will become 7 by 12 equal to h upon, if I take 3 LCM here, I'll get 64 into 3, 4 3s are 12, 6 3s are 18 and 192 plus 4h, right? Now this 3 will go up here, so I'll get 7 upon 12 is equal to 3h upon 192 plus 4h, right? Okay, now cross multiply. Now I will get 7 into 192 plus 4h equal to 12 into 3h, which is 36h. Now I will multiply here. I will get 7 2s are 14, 7 9s are 63, 63 plus 1 is 64, and 6 carry, 7 1s are 7 and 6 is 1344 plus 7 4s are 28h equal to 36h. Now I'll shift this 28 to this side. I am left with 144 is equal to 36h minus 28h. So 1344 is equal to 8h. So my h is equal to 1344 divided by 8, right? So how much is that? 8 1s are 8 and 5 8 6 are 48, 8 8s are 64. So I got h as 168 meters. Right? Now you have learned how to combine these two equations, how to substitute the values and how to solve them to get whatever you have to find over here. So sometimes they may ask you to find this distance. You have to use the same procedure and replace the value of h, and then you can get the value of x.